All right, a very good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to our CEO Talk series. The theme for the today's is the journey of entrepreneurship and also the power of social media. So it is our pleasure to welcome the CEO of Fabulous Sunview, Mr. Ong Han Ping. And as the CEO of the companies, Mr. Ong appeared to others as a very outspoken, confident, and also a straightforward man. Aside of being a success entrepreneur, Mr. Ong also a well-trained engineer. So that's the reason how he has a very solid technical expertise to lead his team. So not only that, Mr. Ong also a very confident and charming, determined, and responsible person who very dedicated to his career. So not to further delay, let us welcome Mr. Ong to share with us about his company, Fabulous Sunview, and also his journey as an entrepreneur. Mr. Ong, your turn.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Sean, for the introductions, and nice to see all the students here. I was a student before, so I always went to attend all these so-called the talk to try and to understand how actually entrepreneurs' journey looks like. But thanks to last time, because there's no pandemic, so we can meet face to face. And frankly speaking, I myself really prefer physicals, but unfortunately because of this pandemic, so we couldn't make it. But never mind, I believe there's still a lot of opportunity and chances to for us to meet up. Okay, so because for these virtual meetings, actually a lot of interactions we can't do, but I'll try to deliver more message that more interactive and also the attractive things so that you all can understand more. But if let's say you all have any questions, right, you can please leave your message into the chat box so that we'll try our best to answer as much as possible. All right. So thanks to everyone. I will try to maybe finish my presentations, maybe more fast forwards, maybe in 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So hopefully you'll bear in mind with me throughout these things. I believe after the presentation, you will definitely get a lot of information and how you want to go along this entrepreneurship journey. All right. So without further delay, we shall start. Could you please share the slide? Thank you. Okay. So as for our Sean's introductions, I myself is actually Ong. I'm Ong here, but you can call me HP or you can call me Ong. A lot of people would like to call me Ong is because Ong in Chinese is like fabulous, right? It's like our company names like that, fabulous. So I'm the CEO of these companies. They're actually running the entire operations, okay, and also the directions of the companies. Okay, so this our role. So it's actually the chief executive. I'm not the chief entertainment officer. Okay, so yeah, please, we can go on to the next slide. Okay, so in this slide, I will just talk about a little bit about our company overview first. Then after that, I will try to share my life journey into this entrepreneurship. It's actually my real story, so that I can share with you that actually during this journey, what is the things that you will actually encounter. Definitely, there's a lot of hurdle, a lot of obstacles, a lot of difficulties that you will face. Okay, but we come in slowly. Okay, one by one. So this is our journey actually for Sunviews. We actually start up and established in year 2013. Okay, by the times we only do a residential market. By the way, Sunview is actually the solar system integrator. So I believe now solar is quite famous and also quite booming industry in this market. I believe maybe some of our friends or students here, your parents, however, do have some solar system on rooftop, right? Maybe, yeah. But it's totally different. It's not the solar heater, but it's actually the solar panel that can generate electricity. Okay, so that's what we are doing. So we help to design, we help to do installations, operation, maintenance, after sales service. We do entire integrated services. Okay, and then after that, we go to year 2014. We venture into the commercial industry. So we do more bigger system size for all the factory. All right, and then for the next 2 years, 2015, 2016, we form a companies in Philippines to cater the rooftop project in Philippines. And then we do have our own BIPV trademarks. I'll try to explain a little bit more about BIPV in the next slide. And then we also actually to do more bigger projects, 1 megawatt. By the time actually 1 megawatt, it need about 3 acres. So let's say 4 megawatts, then it's about 12 acres land. So you have more clearer picture how actually 4 megawatt means. 4 megawatt means like there's a system in 12 acres land. Okay, so there's quite a huge project at the point of time. And then continuously, there's 2017, 2018. We actually receive a lot of multiple awards, especially like Golden Bull Awards. Okay, and then Sinchiu, all these things. And then we also venture into the EPCC or the contracting works for the LSS. LSS, we call it large scale solar farm. So this large scale solar farm is not like on the rooftop, but it's actually do it on the ground. Okay, so when you go along this highway to Johor, you pass through Malacca, or you go to Terengganu, or you go to the north, the police side, you can see there's a lot of solar panels along the highway route side. The one is called large scale solar farm. So the one we actually venture in and penetrate into this market since 2017, 2018. Then after that, 2019, 2010, we actually getting a fund. Okay, we able to get a fund from Asia Green Tech Fund. That's a venture capital fund. Okay, so if let's say you're not really understand about the venture capital or either private equity, you can please leave your message in the group chat. So I will try to expand more. Okay, so this Asian Green Tech Fund is actually from MEFCAP. Okay, MEFCAP is actually the own subsidiary from this Ministry of Finance. Okay, so indirectly, okay, partially our share is owned by Ministry of Finance. Okay, then after that, we're starting to do our acquisitions. We acquire some farm, so we become the asset ownership. So this is along the journeys that we are doing. All right, next please. Okay, so this is some of the summary that our company doing and the achievements and all those things. So we already did more than 200 megawatts. So you can try to think actually how to picture 200 megawatts. This now the 4 megawatt is around 12 acres, right? Then you can do some calculations. 200 megawatts is equal to how big the land area is. Okay, so there's how big we are doing is. And then also we are the ISO certified companies. And then we also registered and certify ourselves in SEDA. SEDA is one of the authority that actually give a quota, give the license, everything to us, to a company like us. Okay, and then also the Energy Commission. Energy Commission in PM, we call it Suruhan Jaya Tenaga. So what is the difference like Energy Commissions and TMB? Okay, TMB is something like the one that provide the distributions of the electricity, while Energy Commission is the authority, regulatory to give all these what they call the law, the terms and conditions, so that TMB can proceed their distributions. And then we also have the BIPV, like what I mentioned just now, right? So I'll try to explain more about what is BIPV. So now we're doing the solar, not only doing solar for rooftop to save energy, okay, but we're also trying to make it more creative. Okay, later in next chapter, right, I will talk about the what they call the entrepreneurship, this journey, how you think up your idea, and then how you make your idea innovative. So that's why we make ourselves innovative. It's actually come from BIPV. BIPV is stand from Building Integrated Photovoltaics. So from this wording, right, you can understand that we try to use our solar panel integrate to your roof. Okay, so we make our solar panel as roofing material. So end of the day, your roof no longer becomes like concrete slab, no longer like the tiles, the roof tiles, shingle tiles, or either metal deck. Now your roof is actually solar panel. So these are the things that we do. So that's why we put it BIPV and we register as a trademark also. Okay, and then some you also appointed as an auditor. So this auditor is not like the account auditor to account company audit. No, our solar plant auditor means like we actually appoint by this MDB. MDB is a financial institute under Ministry of Finance. So they appoint us as an auditor to audit other people's solar plant. Means like we go to the solar plant, we audit whether the plant is functioning well or not, whether they got enough money to pay the installments or not. So this is all the audits that we did. All right. And then we also provide the financing. Okay. So we tie up and we collaborate with multiples of banks to provide the financing to our clients. Because as you know, now solar, we can say that it's not a very low cost product. Okay? It's considered a little bit high technology systems. That's why the entire capex is still very high. So that's why we need to provide this kind of service also. So you can see from here, I'm trying to bring up some things like how you're going to add on your service and add on some innovative things to help solve clients' problem, so that you can think out of the box and provide the different solutions to client, so that your clients can accept, because they no need to have any hassle about all these solutions. All right. Okay, then the fund I already explained before. So this fund is actually coming in last year. So there's a lot of announcement in newspaper. Hopefully you also can recall something. If let's say you go get read through all these Sinchu newspaper or either the Edge newspaper. All right. So next, please. So these are the two write up in the newspaper that we announced before, that these venture capitals that actually pump in their money into our company to expedite our entire business, and end of the day they want us to go to the what they call to the regional market, to go for listings. So this is all our journey continuously. All right. So next, please. Okay, so in this chapter, we talk about the entire entrepreneur's journey, how to become an entrepreneur. Okay, so especially like you're in this stage, right? Because I also go through this stage. Actually, I start my my own business, or either we can call it small business. Okay, I started this one since my first year of what they call university life. Okay, maybe before I go in this one, I talk a little bit about my journey first. Okay, how I come through about this business, something like that. Because end of the day, it will related to what I'm going to share with you. Because we go through all this step, right? I will use my real example to share with you how you actually come across this entrepreneurship journey. All right. So during the uni time, I really started some small business, like doing some tradings, and go to actually do some part-time first to gain some more experience. And then through this part-time, right, then we see what is the things to enhance to my what they call to my previous employments. So we start our own small business like tradings. We sell the things to students. So this is how we started. But definitely it's not a good result, but it's a good experience. Okay, it's a good experience. Then after that, when I do my what I call the industrial training, that time I started to approach and familiar with all this renewable energy. Then I go and study. By the time, actually in popular in Kinokuniya and whatever bookstore, right, you couldn't find any books talking about green one. Now you go to all these bookstore, you can find like, okay, the next trend, green or whatever things, something like that. But last time, no. Okay, so we're trying to understand how that things looks like, and how to actually boom up the entire green industry. You couldn't, because every industrial boomings, you need a lot of support from external. Okay, so that's why in the latest slide, I'll share with you the three important things that you have to understand. All right, so by the times I joined in one companies to understand about solar. Okay, because I myself is actually from the electrical engineering. So I'm not sure, I think all of you maybe partially is come from engineering services, engineering course, something like that. If let's say you are coming from the electrical engineering, please type in 111 so they understand that how many of you are in electrical engineering. All right. Okay, so after that, when I go through this MNC company, I joined MNC company as this solar designer. I started to understand more about it. Okay, then after that, only I come into the business. But the difficulties that I met is actually money. Okay, you want to start a business, especially like this, what they call high-tech business, you really need a lot of money, so-called, all right? The cash flow, everything's to run your projects, okay? To run your projects, to start some things, because at the end of the day, you cannot do one-man show, right? But everything come with small, okay? Small operations. So first, you'll come in as a one-man show, then slowly you get people in to help you, something like that, all right? But end of the day, in throughout 1-2 years, all the hurdle that you met is actually money. Okay, so end of the day, I'll teach you how to actually getting funding, okay, financing to help you to actually easier and smoothen your entrepreneur journey. So this is how I do my own business until now. Okay, so go through this a few slides. I'll try to impose in my own business into this what I call entire methods, or how I start this business, the idea, how I make this idea innovative until now. Okay, so that you have more understand and the entire overall picture. All right. So this one is actually, if let's say today you think like, how am I going to be an entrepreneur? How I can find out some product or an idea they can actually boost to the market. Okay, so we always have this kind of like confusions where I can get these things. I don't know this, I don't know that. Then I study electricals, I study mechanicals. I was in this business or economy. How am I jump out from this and then think about other things that actually market needs? Okay, frankly speaking, yes, it's not really easy, but we need to do a lot of mind mapping. Okay, so these are 3 things. For example, we can show next the 4 things I want to show with you first. 4 things. Okay, definitely we need to do these 4 things. Okay, market research, mind mapping, hobby and interest, and also the 5W1H. Okay, first thing first, we definitely go along with our hobby. Okay, we tell ourselves what we always do. Okay, let's say you really like to what they call play games. For example, because last time I was always play games also. So let's say I like to play games. Then you think along from the game side. Okay, so but if let's say not the games, then you think along like, okay, you're now studying about engineering. Okay, so your forte is more to the engineering. So for example, like me, I use my real example. I'm the electrical engineering. So if let's say I want to go along this electrical engineering, how am I going to expand it out? Okay, so that's why I do the mind mapping. Okay, electrical engineering, what I can do. You be the consultant engineer end of the day, and then or either you be the designer or you be the engineer, project engineer. So you got different way out. Okay, so this is the things that you think. Okay, you do for consultant, then what normally they want? Or consultant is actually helping people to source for supplier, to source what kind of equipments want to do for clients. So maybe you think of, from the supplier, then maybe I can do trading. I can be the supplier or something like that. So you need to do a lot of mind mappings. So after that, once you come out the mind mapping already, you need to do 5W1H. You need to tell yourself why, where, when, who, what, and how. Okay, you tell yourself, then you write out. Then from there, you can come out certain idea already. So this is what I'm doing. Then I come out the idea. Okay, I need to go through the RE, because by the timer, when I come already, because I'm in electrical engineering, so that means this solar industry is more to electrical, even though there's a mechanical side, but majority in electrical. So that's why I come up with this. Then I do the market research. Okay, next you do market research, whether there's a market for this or not. Yes, a lot of people they're thinking how to reduce their energy. When the economy in Malaysia keep on growing and growing, there's a lot of factory invest into Malaysia, or either develop a lot of entrepreneurs for this manufacturing in Malaysia. So a lot of people is looking at how to reduce the company operation. The most straightforward thing is like how to reduce energy. For example, you're doing the manufacturing, you've got a lot of production lines. Okay, all this production line is actually running for 24 hours. How are you going to reduce the electricity? Okay, so that's why I think, oh, there's a market there. Okay, not much people doing, okay, but definitely there's a market there. But we need to do some education to the market. Okay, so this is how we come out the idea. All right, so we're done about this slide already. Next slide. When you come with an idea, how you make your idea innovative. Okay, so this slide, when you come out already, the real example, I come out this solar. Okay, how am I going to make this solar more innovative? Definitely, when I come out this idea already, I will be not the only one to do that, right? Because when you come out this idea, other people also will come out this idea also. So in the market, definitely there's other people already, but market is big, okay? Not one people can cater everything, okay? But you need to think out of the box and how to make your idea more innovative, okay? So that's why when I come out this solar already, then I tell myself, we sell solar, we provide service, we do entire design installation. People also doing, all right? People also doing. So I need to add in, okay? I need to add in more services to help to solve our clients, okay? To help to provide some solution to our client needs. So for example, we all know these very high cost, high technology solar systems. So how am I going, let's say I go and push, hey, you buy my system like this, then they might think of, wow, your system, a few 100,000, a few millions. How am I going to get this money to buy your system? And how am I going to repay back my investment? So all these things are come across their mind. Okay, so it's expensive. How am I going to promote my products? So that's why I think, imagine I stand at the client positions and I think, okay, what should I provide? Definitely, client needs solutions, financing. So that's why I provide different services. Okay, I provide a zero capex. Okay, I give my client a zero capex scheme. What is zero capex scheme is, today I myself invest and install at your roof. Okay, and you enjoy the energy saving. Okay, so you without coming out single cent, but you can enjoy the saving. Is that a good scheme package? So so please, let's say you're not pretty understand, then please leave out your question in the group chat. I'll try to explain more to you all. So this is how I make the idea more creative. Okay, so I try to giving this kind of example so that you have more clearer picture. All right, so next one. Okay, next one is can you click again next so they come out the 4th step there? Yeah. Okay, so after you come up with your idea, you also put in some innovative feature in your idea already. Then the next one, you shall think about this 4th step already. First thing first, you need to come out your methodology first. The methodology means like you need to come out your marketing plan. You need to come out your what they call the project execution plan. You need to come out whatever plan. Okay, so you come out already, then you can follow your plan and start to execute. Okay, then after that, you need to start to do, based on your plan, to do your market analysis already. Okay, so after your market analysis, definitely you come out with the business model. So this is the business model that I mentioned to you, that okay, we provide solution, we come out financing, or either we invest, then we invest for people. People don't need to come out single cent, but then they can reduce their energy. So it's like win-win situations. So this is the model. It's a little bit similar to like profit sharing model. Like what you see, I think you also heard about all the Grab or whatever things, right? And also some others apps that can help you to come out the recurring income, all these things. Actually, all this model is called profit sharing model. So long you can come out an idea with a profit sharing model in this era, then you can actually outstanding than others. All right. Then next thing is business funding. When you come out everything so good, so nice, business model, everything, but how are you going to push? How much money, how much funding you need to push your idea? Then only you can call success. All right. So the funding, either the funding, the easier way is actually come from pharma. Pharma is what? Pharma is father and mother. we call it pharma. Last time when I studied in university, a lot of people when they didn't get any other scholarship, we call them getting pharma scholarship, means father and mother scholarship. So these business are also first thing first, easier to get funding is actually from our parents or either all your relatives that actually trust you. So you need to come out a lot of teaser to go and pitch to them your idea to come with all this funding. But actually, beside your surrounding peoples, you also can pitch your idea to a lot of outsiders, the third party, for example, the venture capitals, for example, the private equity, for example, the angel fund, or either you just pitch to your friends who have already successful in their business, so you can pitch. So these all the things, so there's a lot of fundings in the market, but you just need time to come up with a good teaser, a good pitching deck to pitch your idea to the investor. All right. So this is how the entire things. Okay. So next one. Okay. So just now, right, in the previous few slides, I did mention that actually there's a very important 3 words, which is these 3 words: right time, right place, and also the right people. Okay, today, no matter how good your idea, how good your business is, you must have these 3 things. Without these 3 things, it couldn't say that you can't success, but slow. Okay, with all the good idea plus these 3 things, you can move very fast. You can expedite your entire business journey very fast. Okay, so that's why these 3 is very important. So how to achieve? Okay, right time. When you come out your idea, that time is actually the right time. Okay, because why? Because the time when you come out the idea, that's the idea that you explore much during that point of time. So they call right time. All right, and then right place. Right place mean right. These things, for example, come up some idea, your product or either your solution. Is that good for Malaysia market? Is that the right place? Or either your thing is more to Indonesia or either in Thailand? So these are the things that we also want to think. So that's why for my side, I doing solar. So in Malaysia, yes, definitely the right place. Because Malaysia, we got plenty of sunlight, right? So this is called right place. So got solar, got sunlight, definitely got sunlight, got solar. And the third one is actually right people. Right people is actually talking about the funding side, okay, or either your networking side. Yes, in these 3 words, the tough part is actually right people. Very, very tough to get the right people that could bring you up. Okay, yes, no problem. We can do small first, then until we do bigger job. Okay, but let's say today we have right people, then you can do very fast. Okay, but yes, it is not easy. So we need to do a lot of what I call matchings. We need to attend a lot of what I call some business seminar, everything. Try to know more people. Okay, we need to be more outgoing to know more people. End of the day, all these people can help you in one day in the future. Okay, so right people is not the fixed things that you can think out. Okay, but it's some things that for you to progress to do, then only you can achieve right people. Okay, right time, right place, yes, you can control, but right people you can't control on the spot, but you need some times to build up. Okay, so these 3 things, remember. All right, next one. Okay, so after everything's right, you know already, okay, how to come up with idea, innovative business model, the step. Okay, then next one is you need to tell yourself, okay, because when you think out everything's right, you actually maybe just alone sitting at home, they come out all these things. Okay, but the most important that you need to think like you yourself, you be the entrepreneur, you are in which category. This is the types of the leadership. Okay, DISC. Oh, okay. So I think you're also gone through this kind of games or whatever things about these types, human types, or we call it leadership types. So let's say you are in the dominance type, that means you are more direct, result oriented. Okay, means like everything you chiong on it. You know what does it mean, right? Chiong it, go, then until you achieve certain things. So that one we call it very dominant, very forceful. Okay. Second one, I is called influence. Okay, so influence is a bit outgoing. You talk to people. You're very optimistic. Then you're easy to influence people. You're very self-confident. So that one is called influence category. S is more to steadiness. Maybe your surrounding people or your friends some of your friends like during exam that time, right? They are very steady one. Exam that time, they also study book, everything's very steady. Then you ask him, he also like, yes, yeah, we study already like this and that. Then end of the day, he come out. Result also very good one, but it's not really study. So, but who knows? He really study at midnight. Okay, so but this called like the way they all acting is very steady. Okay, the next one is actually conscientiousness. Okay, so this kind of people is more systematic. I follow all the procedure. Okay, for procedure, I got the SOP. Follow like this, sure you can success. Okay, so they analyze a lot of things. So this is how different entrepreneur. Okay, so you can take this chance, okay, to actually go through internet to check in the top 10 billionaire. Okay, they're all having different types of this leadership. Okay, so this is one of the tasks you'll go and try. Okay, but I will show you who is the marvelous heroes that actually in this category. But definitely, if let's say today you can make something different that out of this DISC, that means you try to combine all the DISC into a character. Okay, then I can 130% tell you that definitely you are success very fast, because you can actually group the entire DISC peoples to be into the core, or means like you grab every single category strong point into your character. Then whatever scenario, whatever obstacle that you face, you can easily solve. All right, so this is the entire things. Okay, I'll show you the marvelous heroes. All right, next one, next please. Okay, so just now we talk about DISC, right? So D is dominance. So dominant is definitely Thor. All right, Thor is actually God, man. So he's a god. God is definitely dominance. Okay, dominance. So he's really strong, right? He's really strong, result oriented, and also competitive. Okay, this is Thor, the character representing about dominance. Next one, influence. In the entire Marvels, okay, I believe you all saw Marvels before, right? Don't tell me you all never see Marvels movie, I myself also always see Marvels again and again. All right. So I like Iron Man very much. I hope you all must have your own preference. Okay. So like Iron Man, why I say Iron Man is influence category. Entire Marvel story, end of the day, who is the one that actually influenced the entire peoples to get wins to this what they call the last one, what they call the end game, they won, right? So it's actually Iron Man. So Iron Man is very high IQ peoples, right? His IQ is more than 200. So he's very young and become very successful. Then he's the one that come out all these Iron Man things out. So he's very extroverted, okay? So optimistic and easy to, very self-confident and go and influence people to do things. So he's the one that actually fall under the influence category. So next one. Okay, DIS, okay? S is steadiness. Steadiness is like Captain America. Captain America, he's really peaceful. He do things also like, okay, I follow step, because his previous what they call his previous as a soldier, right? He's actually the soldier, man. So soldier very disciplined one, follow all the SOP, everything, right? And he also supportive, like how he supports his own team member and lead them to fight. Okay, so this is how we categorize Captain America's as a steady category. Okay, so the last one is actually conscientiousness. Is actually who are they? So is our Doctor Strange, right? Okay, Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange is the one that think about all the possibility for them to win out. Throughout all these 14 millions of this possibility, only got one chance wins. So this is how he did. So he's very logical and details oriented and calculate out very detailings and accurate, precise. So this is Doctor Strange category. Okay, so these the Marvel's heroes that actually fall under all these different category. All right, so every category also have their own strength. Okay, and also what I call, because yes, definitely, if you say you yourself can actually group out all these 4 characters into one character, definitely is the best. But people, there's no 100% perfect. Okay, you're definitely just fall under one and then a little bit from the second one, but you couldn't have 4. But you can have 4, yes, really, congratulations, you definitely success. But if let's say you fall under each, you're also success, but you need people to help. Means like end of the day, your business, your entrepreneur, you couldn't just rely on you yourself as a one-leg kick. All right, so you need people to help you. You need a team of people so that you combine of different characters of people to help to grow the business and the company. Okay, so this is how it works. Hopefully you all understand about the entire DISC. All right, the next one. Okay, so when you talk about every day, you come with an idea and then you're in which type of leadership, then later on, right, how are you going to market your things? Okay, so you have good idea, you have a lot of solutions to help to solve problem, but how are you going to deliver the idea, okay, to the market so that people know you and comes to you and buy your idea? Okay, the most important point, there's definitely a lot of things, but we talk about the current scenario, definitely is social media. Before pandemic, definitely a lot of people still go for the very traditional way, go for the newspaper and other things, right? But then during these pandemics, everything switched to social media. We call it O2O, offline to online. Everything go to online, social media. But definitely Malaysia, the catching up rate on this social media, maybe not up to that kind of level like China yet. Okay, so because we got plenty of different range of the age level, so especially those a little bit senior levels, they might still stick to the old man style of it, the traditional way, like looking on the magazine and all this newspaper. There's something they can touch and hold, so they feel more confident. So still got this kind of target audience, but then a little bit more younger styles, like from youth until this maybe 30 something, 40 something years old, this range, right? They can adapt the social media. Okay, so this is the different marketings and different target audience on the edge levels, and also about what kind of industry you are in. Okay, so definitely now a lot of industry also become online already. Is because of these pandemics. Then everyone also used to that already. So that's why everything will not run away from social media. All right, I'll show you some summary. Next, please. Okay, so this is a few platform of the online platform, social medias, like as definitely you all know what is Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube, this LinkedIn, Instagram, and so Google. All right, so different things. For example, like Facebook. Facebook is more to you're doing retailing. Okay, retailing, build up your personal branding, or like all the influencer and all the things, right? So difference. And then LinkedIn is something like more to business matching. So you meet that people with the background, with what the occupation that they did, and do the business matching. The one business is more to thinking. So different platform actually to suit your different industry. Okay, so these are the things that you need to do your own study. That's why just now we mentioned about market analysis. So the market analysis not only on your product and idea services, but also your market analysis about the social media platform, how to do your marketing. You need to analyze which platform you fall into it, and then you can actually utilize that to maximize your benefits. Okay, so this is how the entire ready social media that you all can utilize. All right, next one. Okay, So after all these social medias and everything's right, I would say that beside all these things, there is another important part for you to actually deliver all your solutions, your idea, your business to other people. We call it mouth to mouth. Okay, you need to do a lot of networkings. Okay, sometimes we do the social media already, because for me, I still very what I call prefer face to face, having eye contact with people's. Okay, because it's different. Today you're doing retail, right? Today when you're doing retail, yes, you go through social media, yes, okay. But today when you are selling something that 1 million, 2 million, 3 million things, I don't think you will do the transactions online to buy all these things through a social media. Okay, so it's a different a marketing idea. So that's why mouth to mouth is very important. But how mouth to mouth is not actually one day you can achieve. You need to build up your rapport. Okay, you need to do more business matching, networkings. So don't limit yourself just focusing in social media, but also explore more in the market to know more people. That's why we call it right time, right place, and also the right people. Right people, you need time to build. All right. So I hope actually that is the end of my entire these presentations. Hope that I can deliver a lot of message to you. But after this, I will try to look at the group chat and see what kind of questions or queries that from your side. Then I'll try to solve one by one. All right. So thank you so much. Thanks a lot. So maybe we can look at the group chats to solve to all our audience here.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ong. I believe.
Okay, so I'm now looking on the group chat. Wait, let me go through. Yeah, I think the first questions will be, oops. There's a student called SH Lee, right? The voice presenter is on and off. Yeah, yeah. I think maybe it's a internet line issues, and also video call. Maybe they have some breaking or line breaking, or either a little bit lag. So hopefully you all can hear me more clearer. And then after that, you all can download from download the slide from the link also. And then maybe later on, we can share with you some email, whatever things that we can sharings, and then anything you can ask, you can just email. All right. So maybe later my girl will put in the email address to you all, so that you all can email us also. And then the next one. Okay, the next one is actually Adrian Yi. Hi, Adrian Yi. So what's the questions? Which leadership style would be the best style based on your opinions? Okay. The best leadership style is actually the center one. Can you see the center one just now? When we flash out the DISC, suddenly come out the center, there's circles there, then put the Sunview logo there. That is the best style. Okay, so the best style is actually combine all these four styles together. But it's really, really tough. There's no one that can make 100% perfect character. Okay, so each character also have their own strength. Like you see all these Marvel hero, everyone also contribute a lot of things into the fighting, into the war. Okay, to fight for the humans. So every style also have their own strength. So you just need to utilize and also what I call to maximize your strength, no matter which category you are. Okay, so this is how. But how are you going to maximize and do it? Yes, the one definitely you need to do some mind mappings. But you can come with me. We can talk anything. You can share with me if you need some things. Yes, please share with me. Then I will try to bring you all up. Let's say you fall under D or I or S or C or whatever. I'll try to bring you all up from that past, and then and also try to maximize your strength into it. All right. Okay, the next one is Kobin Kumarakuro. Sorry if let's say I pronounced wrongly on your name. Okay, your question is, where do you see the solar industry in the next 5 years? Okay, that's good questions. For us, we are already in this industry. Okay, frankly speaking, I strongly believe about this industry, not even the 5 years. Okay, it's actually 10 years. Okay, just for your information, our non-renewable energy resources like coal, natural gas, and all these things is going to finish in the next 40, 50 years. Okay, so I believe your next generations will not have the chance to see all these natural gas and coal already, because it's going to finish in the next 40, 50 years. Okay, so by the time the resources that we need is actually renewable energy. So in Malaysia, we have plenty of sunlight. So that's why we need solar. Okay, so let's say today you do in solar, unless today no sunlight, then definitely we cannot do solar. But the possibility is really pretty low. If let's say today no sunlight, I believe we do any industry also no point already, right? Okay, and from government point of view, okay, from government perspective, that one is actually from more common sense on the market and also from the environment. But let's say from the government perspective, TNB already come out, and also the energy market view, they come out. The entire grid market, they can take up renewable energy, especially solar, up to 31%, okay, of their entire grid system. Means like now currently the grid system is come from the coal, natural gas, and also other RE, right? So end of the day, RE can increase up to 31%. So 31% is pretty much big market. Okay, so and then also during the time we got the commitment into the Copenhagen that we need to reduce the CO2. Now every country is talk about green, and even all the list call already come up with the ESG. They're all very concerned and emphasize into the greens. Okay, and also this is the entire force from the government, from the entire global country. So this renewable energy is a must-go industry. But in renewable energy, what is the resources that actually less hazard and also easier to push is actually solar, because your raw materials, not your raw material, because your source is from sunlight. It's unlike your biogas, biomass, everything you need the raw mat. Okay, while solar you just need sunlight. So this is how the market is really big and booming in this next 10 years. Okay, so next one from Derek Lim. Okay, if I would start my own business, what should I be prioritized first when building a business? Okay, hope I answer your question correctly. Okay, let's say now you're thinking to start a business, definitely you need to come up with an idea first. Okay, idea means like what you want to do. Okay, so you really know, you don't know that what you want to do, right? So you need to do the 4 things that I mentioned just now: mind mapping, the 5W1H, and so the market research. So all these things you need to do first. Okay, you come out first, and your hobby and interest. So you need to write down. Okay, you write down, you take a pen and you write down the first thing. Okay, prioritize, you need to do. Okay, I do first, what is my hobby? Okay, what is my interest? You write down everything. Okay, then from there, you can actually branches out your idea. So this is the first thing you need to do when you want to start a business. Okay, because you start a business without any thinking. You don't know what idea, what kind of business or what kind of industry they want to be in, then it's very hard to start unless you have a pharma. Okay, you have a pharma support. Okay, the father mother scholarship support. Then to buy actually the franchise to start a business. Then that one is a different things. But if it's come out the new things, then you need to follow that 4 things to come out. Okay, you come out all your hobby interests. Then after that you branches out. Okay, branches out, and then you do the 5W1H. Then after that you do some market research. Okay, then when you come out the idea, you use the idea to think more innovative. Okay, then That's the first thing that you need to do. Okay, the next one, Kamaro, to what kind of hardship have you faced throughout your entrepreneurship? Okay. Okay. Okay, before I answer these questions, right, I just want to maybe top up a little bit for Derek Lim. Okay, just now what I mentioned, the one is the first things that you do. But I would say that before you do all these things, you shall ask yourself a question first. Everyone's start from small. And when you're small, there's a lot of obstacles, hazard that you're going to face, a lot of hurdle. So whether you can take it, okay? If you can take it, then only you continue. If you couldn't take it, the tough time, then please don't continue because it will make your life more tougher. All right. So you think first whether, because everything starts from small and you start a new business, always start from tough. Okay. So you need some times to build up, to make yourself more relaxed. Okay. So let's say you can accept the toughness, then yes, you can continue the things that I teach you just now. All right. So, Kamaro, what kind of hardship? Okay. Just now I got explained about my own experience and story, right? Actually, the hard times for every business is actually money. You need the cash flow, you need the money to run your business. Okay. Anything, for example, I just share with you. Today, you do your IT business, you do apps, right? You do apps. You're also having some obstacles, like because you need to spend money. You need to do your apps, software, programmer. So is it your forte? So you know how to write the programmings. Let's say you don't know, you appoint people to write programming. Let's say the people, child, run away already. Who can continue this? So this is always a thing. But for myself, like doing solar, okay, my hard time is, yes, solar is really high technology things and the initial capital is really huge. So the times I really hard time in terms of the money, cash flow to run the whole business. That's why the moment is really tough. Okay, so this is the first thing. Second thing is, because it's so high tech things, we want to push to clients. Okay, whatever things that you want to push to client, it's very easy to get rejected. But the rejected sometimes is not because of your product not good or either your solution services not good. It's because of you don't have experience. You don't have the project reference. You don't have the profile. So this is all the things that you don't have because you come in fresh. So this is very hard times. You need to build. Okay. So, but this is a journey that you need to go through. But please bear in mind one thing is always tell yourself that when you do the business, when you do entrepreneur, in the entire journey, there's no the graph like keep on exponentially go up. The graph is like share market, up and down, up and down, up and down. But in the long run trend is going up. This is called a good business and a good what they call growth rate. Why? Always remember, today you have up and down, so don't feel any stress or either fed up on why you want to come out to do business. No, in the entire journey you have up and down. Then on the end of the day, you got more story to write in your own persona, right? You can tell to your grandchild what is the experience, what is the story. So you can tell everything. This is the part of the satisfactions. Okay, so try to think this way. You'll feel more comfortable, and you still can take this as your motivation to go more further. All right. The next one, Peter Tan. Peter Tan, do you think being an entrepreneur will have much more stress than being a worker? Okay, yes. Okay, definitely yes. I just give a simple example. Okay, today you being a worker, then yes, you just focus on your work scope. Your responsibility is the work scope and also your superior. Let's say today you finish all the work that actually assigned by your superior, then you actually got nothing much stress already because you already done your job. But as an entrepreneur, you not only want to take care of yourself, but you also have to take care of your entire company. If let's say your company got 100 staff, every staff, they also get their own family. So you're not taking care of 100 staff. Maybe you're taking care of 500 people. Okay, so there's all the stress. And then after that, if let's say today you got a lot of project coming in also, then you need to think also, okay, you got so many projects, you feel very happy also, but then at the same time, do you have enough cash flow or enough talented people to help you to deliver the projects? So this all the stressfulness coming in, but I will tell you that this is a happy stress, okay? Because end of the day, it will translate into the satisfactions, okay? So this is how it works, okay? But definitely, not everyone's, okay, today we go in entrepreneurs, okay? Because the first thing first, you must tell yourself first. Somehow, in this market, definitely got people being staff, being worker, and got some people being entrepreneur, right? If let's say everybody go to entrepreneur, there's no one doing as a worker already, right? Okay, so everything's when you want to go in as an entrepreneur, please tell yourself first, okay, I already 1-2 years tough time, maybe no income or very little income, but I still can proceed with my mission, my vision, my dream, everything. So you must tell yourself, if they say okay with that, then yes, please proceed your entrepreneur journey. All right. Next one. Ravan Raj Rao, as someone who has a bit of saving, would you recommend me to start a business first and learn along the way, or work first and gain experience? Then okay. For my own experience, I would share with you that if possible, please go and work with others first before you come out. Okay, work with others first, trying to understand. Okay, explore more, knowing more people's, learning from the corporate markets. Okay, learning all the working lifestyles. Then when you come out to do the business, then you can save a lot of what I call some unintended journey lah. So easier for you to shortcut your entire journey. All right. So next one, Chiu Ni Lim, Lim Chiu Ni or Chiu Ni Lim. Yeah, sorry. Okay, if my business is not making money, should I stop immediately or change the strategy and continue? Okay. So these are things are very important. When you have a business, whether you want to stop means like you want to cut off. It's like when you invest in the share markets, you want to cut loss or you want to hold. So this is very important. If there's a business, you're losing money, so you need to think back. When you start this business that time, what is the time frame that you give yourself, okay, to your business? For example, if you say you run a business, you tell yourself, okay, this business, you already come out all the plan. Okay, everything you come out already, all the plan, then in 1 year's time, in 2 years' time, what you want to achieve, then what is my exit plan and all that things. So if they say your business in the initial stage, you already go in, right? Then you need to think back. If let's say you're losing money, you think back. If let's say previously your target is set at 2 years, then that's how you do your decisions. Okay, but if let's say you not yet touch, you say, okay, my plan is for 5 years one. Then if let's say you still can continue, then yes, please. But you need to actually reanalyze your business, whether you're in good position or not. Or maybe you're in good positions, but you just not the right timing, or you just don't have the right place, or don't have the right people. Okay, so you rethink. But let's say you rethink already, you find out, oh, it's actually either one that you lack of. Then you try to do and improve on the parts. Then you also give yourself, okay, when you improve on the parts, how long? What is the time frame that you give yourself? 6 months or 1 year? So you always come with this, okay? When you do any planning analysis or any plan, any idea at times, give yourself a time frame. so that you're easy to decide whether you want to stop or proceed. Okay, so this is how it works. So hope I answer correctly on your question, because I'm not really understand about your business. Oh, okay, because I don't know what you're doing involved in. So, but this is what our experience and all what I do. I do have previously, and before I start this solar business, I do have others business also, but I also stopped once I found out, okay, my analysis is there, and then my time frame is there, but it's out of my time frame already, then I'll quickly exit without further losses. So this is my previous experience. So you need to analyze back. All right. Then from Celine Lee, until today, quite a numbers of Malaysians are still reluctant to install solar panels and utilize it at their residential area. Is it really possible to change this trend and let them accept? Okay. Solar or either renewable energy is actually a new industry in Malaysia, even though in European they're already more than 20 years, but in Malaysia it is still considered new, even though we already 10 years history in this renewable energy. Okay, so yes, there's a lot of people maybe they're quite reluctant, yes, especially like what you say, especially residential area. Okay, because we still need some educations to all these individual persons. Okay, so soon there's a lot of bankers or either the financial institute will provide more flexible financings to residential, so that they can always install that without any burden. This is what I mentioned just now, right? We need to put in more special and bonus feature to help to solve the what they call solve our clients' problem. Okay, because nowadays you can see a lot of solar is actually on factory rooftop instead of residential. Okay, it is because residentials, as you as an individual, then you want to reduce energy, because the housing you use energy maybe more later, you maybe just use a few hundred ringgits. So for those consumer, they might think of whether I want to come out that much of money to install that or not, even though we know that it can really save your energy and you pay back in short period, then after that you enjoy the entire saving, something like that. But it's a people mindset. So education is still needed. Education is still needed. So we're also trying to work together with university, and then work together to government's agency to provide more roadshow and all the educations to the public. But due to pandemics, we couldn't proceed that. But hopefully, after a few months next year, we can do aggressively in terms of this to educate the Malaysians, especially on the residential side, to install solar. But for commercial industrial, no doubt, there's more and more people installing solar, because not only to reduce the energy, but also can help them to have a tax saving. All right. Okay, so I believe I had answered all these questions already. Thank you so much. And also we have already shared this contact and also the emails. If they say you feel free to send in all your queries, we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And then anything you need some advice, everything you can actually email to this, and then we'll do our best to advise. All right. So I'm here to wish everyone healthy forever, and then take care and also stay safe. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Bye.